Hey, what is happening, you guys? I'm back. I've been away for a while and I didn't explain it to you guys. I was dealing with some personal family stuff and I kind of told you guys that I've been dealing with stuff, but I didn't reveal what it was, and I feel like I owe it to you guys. So since last year, ending of last year, we found out that my mother-in-law was dealing with cancer, stage 4 cancer, stage 4 lung cancer, and seeing someone so close going through it, very emotional, very tough. And I just couldn't get excited to film videos for you guys. I try to make comebacks, I'm like, I'm back, and then I disappear again. So that's kind of my explanation to where I've been. I've been dealing with that, and just within the last months, we've had 4 family deaths. And it's been pretty tough, losing a grandma to COVID-19, losing grandparents, not to COVID-19, but to cancer as well. It's been really devastating for me, my family, my wife, and it's been really tough. So that's pretty much where I've been, and it's sad to say, but I want to say thank you guys so much for all the support you've been giving me on social media, especially on Instagram. My mother-in-law actually just passed away recently, and it's been, well, by the time this video comes out, I'm filming right now, it's been weeks. So I've gone through the mourning process, and it's been tough, it's been rough. It's good to be back. It's a good distraction. There's been lots of tears, there's been a lot of emotions, lots of ups and downs, but I've always felt comfortable here with you guys filming. I'm going on 11 years of this, so I just want to make sure I don't get the opportunity too often in the past 11 years just to say thank you guys for all the support, and especially all of the emotional support that you guys have been sharing to me. So I'm saying I'm back for this video. I feel mentally like I'm back and I'm ready to take on the workload again, because I do a lot of behind the scenes I just don't talk about. And you guys know I'm on the other channel, Top 10 Central, and I run a lot of other bigger YouTube channels, Inform Overload, Top 10 Nerd, and there's a lot of work that goes behind it. So, you know, I'm at the studio 5, 6 in the morning and I'm the last out, and I'm working every evenings and weekends. But I thought because of what was going on in my personal life, I needed to step away mentally, because I do all of this for family, and if I'm just working, am I really doing it for family if I'm not spending the time with family? So that's kind of my spiel at the beginning of this video. I never do these rants in these videos, but I really thought I owed it to you guys. But I do want to make this an actual video, and I do want to get into this, so let's get into it. And again, thank you guys so much for everything. Okay, so of course I'm back with one of my favorite types of videos on this channel, and of course I missed every single one of you guys. I've still been checking out comments, and like I said, I've been on the second channel because I pre-filmed a lot of videos on Top 10 Central, and right now I need the laughter. It's a channel where we laugh. So if you guys want to see more of me, or if you guys missed me, thank you guys so much, I missed you too. Check out Top 10 Central, you guys can check me out there. And for this video, we're doing a prison video, so I gotta say, I'm a sucker for prison escape movies. It's one of my favorite, and Prison Break TV show, I watch it like twice a year, the whole series, it's so good. And I don't know why, but they're so fascinating to me, and I always find myself rooting for the criminal. And yes, I know I shouldn't, but I can't help myself. This may be part of the reason why I'm so interested whenever somebody in real life escapes from prison. I mean, it's scary if you come face to face with the escapee, and it's not that I'm hoping they don't get caught, because it's dangerous with them on the loose, but I'm kind of curious, you know, how long does it go on for? And I'm oddly intrigued of those people, of those convicts that escaped for a very, very long time due to their intelligence. I'm always fascinated by that. So I'm like, whoa, he was on the run for 30 years? Amazing. Well, how's it going, you guys? You guys know who I am. Landon Do Not Sing. I'm back for another Most Amazing Top 10 video. So let me know in the comment section below, what is your favorite prison escape movie? Let me know down there. And of course, hit the like button and subscribe if you guys aren't already subscribed. Alright, let's get into it. This is the top 10 scariest prison breaks. Starting us off, number 10 is Frank Abagnale Jr. The movie Catch Me If You Can, well, it's based on a real story. When I found that out, I was like, no way. Well, it's based on Abigail's life of crime, but they left out one of the biggest feats, his prison escape. After a court-martial forgot his prisoner papers while transporting him, Abagnale managed to convince the prison officers that he was an undercover prison inspector. Well, he got one of his friends to smuggle in 2 fake business cards, one of which was an FBI agent. Abagnale told the guards he needed to call the FBI agent. Well, they called the number and his friend answered, saying that they needed to meet him outside of the gates. Abagnale then left the prison freely, having successfully pulled off yet another con, and oh yeah, he now works as an FBI advisor for the white-collar crime. Absolutely insane. So now he's catching people like himself. Next up, number 9, we have John Dillinger. Notorious bank robber John Dillinger managed to convince a group of inmates to help him break out just 4 days after he was imprisoned. The inmates smuggled guns into their cells and used them to escape, only to return disguised as prison officers, and they released Dillinger. After another string of bank robberies, well, he was arrested again, but he broke out. Like, am I the only one that's fascinated with this? How is someone actually breaking out of prison? It looks so secured. Well, this time he made a fake gun by carving his cell shelving with a razor blade, tricked a guard into opening his cell, telling them, you know, I have a gun, I smuggled it in here, I ain't gonna tell you how I got it in here. Well, he held 17 men hostage and then locked the guards in his own cell before escaping. Well, he actually died later that year in a shootout against the cops. I guess there was no going back for him. And at number 8 is John Gerard. This priest is the only person who has ever managed to escape from the town of London. After being imprisoned, tortured, and sentenced to death for his crimes of preaching Catholicism, Gerard came up with a brilliant plan for escape. He communicated with people outside using invisible ink made from orange juice. Those people rowed a boat into the tower's moat and threw a rope up to him, which he then climbed down, and then him and his friend was able to escape into the night. He spent the rest of his life in Rome, which was probably a friendlier place for Catholics, I would think. Taking number 7 spot, we have Frank Morris, John Englund, and Clarence Englund. These 3 are the only ones known to have escaped Alcatraz. I've been to Alcatraz, I've done the walking tour, and their escape is absolutely amazing. Well, they spent 2 years digging through their cell walls and building a makeshift raft. Before escaping one night, they used dummies to make the guards think that they were still in bed, and when I went on the tour, the walking tour, I saw the actual mannequins that they use in the fake hair and everything, and yeah, you fooled me, you're getting out. And it wasn't until the next morning that anyone knew that they were gone. I mean, everyone thought that they were sleeping. Well, parts of the raft and life jackets were found, so it is assumed that they never made it across the water, but no bodies were ever found. Well, no one actually knows for sure whatever came of these 3 criminals. Did they survive? Or was one of the greatest criminals in history, did they just drown? Coming in at number 6 is the Maze prison escape. This mass escape is the biggest one in British history, and it happened in a prison that was thought to be inescapable. Titanic was unsinkable, Maze was inescapable. Well, I sense a pattern. Anyways, 38 prisoners managed to escape one afternoon after months of planning and getting 2 accomplices to start working at the prison to identify laws. After holding officers hostage, stealing a food truck, and climbing over barbed wire fences, all 38 prisoners escaped. 20 prison guards were injured though, and 1 died after having a heart attack during the escape. Meeting us halfway on this list is the infamous El Chapo. It's no surprise that one of the most notorious drug lords in the world has managed to escape prison before. Less than 1 year into his imprisonment, following 13 years on the run, El Chapo escaped in 2015. He did so via a mile-long tunnel that led from his cell to a building that was outside of the prison walls. Honestly, given everything that this guy is known for, I'm surprised that escape wasn't more dramatic and theatrical. Our number 4 spot today goes to Choi Gap-bok. If there's a lesson in this story, it's don't trust prisoners who practices yoga. Gap-bok proved just this. And this is when he escaped from his prison cell by contorting his body enough to slip through the tiny food slot in his door cell. I've never been to prison myself, but I've seen a lot of prison pictures, and those food cell windows is absolutely tiny. Like, you can barely get your hands in there to grab the food tray. And this guy he just sucked right in there. Well, he was recaptured less than a week later, but this time it was made sure that his food slot was even smaller. They made it like an envelope size, like they're like get through this. Okay, I made that part up. In at number 3, we have Leonard Rain Moses. Moses was initially arrested for the murder that was linked to the Pittsburgh riots, and this is after the Martin Luther King Jr.'s assassination. He escaped his life sentence by taking advantage of the furlough he was granted to attend his grandma's funeral, and he was never seen again. So I don't even know if grandma passed away. He was still considered to be at large, but seeing that this was literally almost 50 years ago, something tells me that he's just not going to be found. Number 2 is Vasilios Peleokakis. He managed to escape his sentence in a Greek high security prison not once, but twice. And he didn't dig holes in the wall or pay guards to do this either. So how did it happen? Well, instead he enlisted the help of a woman who hijacked a helicopter, because why not? It hovered over the prison, and then the rope was thrown down, a rope ladder was thrown down, and he was able to climb out and fly away. The first time he escaped, he was caught shortly after, but in 2009 he tried again. And this guy's still on the run. He's in a helicopter somewhere. Maybe he's the guy that does the weather reports. Why are we still doing those in helicopters? Just send a drone. Finally, number 1, we have Alfred Wetzler and Rudolf Verba. This is one time when honestly everybody should be cheering for the escapees. In 1944, Wetzler and Verba managed to escape Auschwitz with the help of other inmates. They escaped in a log pile that was soaked in tobacco and gasoline to mask their scents from guard dogs. With him, he brought detailed plans of the camp, and this led to the bombings of buildings that housed the Nazi officials, saving 120,000 Hungarian Jews as a result. Well, there you guys have it. That was the top 10 scariest prison breaks. Let me know which one was the most mind-blowing to you guys, and I'm so glad to be back. I'm gonna try to be consistently back here for you guys, because I know a lot of you guys are like, oh my god, what happened to Landon? Where is he? Okay, I don't think any of you guys actually, I don't think I actually read that in the comments. I was really hoping for those comments, but I don't think they came in. Well, that's it for me, guys. Bye. Starting us off, in at number 10 is Frank Abagnale. Go down for a second. Notorious bank robber Catholicism? Why does that sound so weird?
That does sound weird.
Catholicism.
Yeah, Catholicism.
Catholicism.